Hello, traders, and welcome to the market opening preview on a Thursday, May 19th, 2016. Traders coming to you live from Thailand. Wow, this week has gone fast, hasn't it? Moving right along. We're already on Thursday, but we got a long trading day ahead. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL. FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders got a lot to talk about today. Some data came out yesterday. We'll get a little bit on that and see how we're going to handle today. We do have 6 currency pairs to look at today, some trade plans, and what I'm thinking is going to happen. All right, before we do that, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do record this during the Asia session. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, and in 2008, I was fortunate enough to retire after a 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, traders, I am in my 9th year living in Thailand and absolutely loving it. Having a great time trading, normal trading hours, no more up at 3 in the morning, trading London like I did when I lived in Florida, so it's kind of nice. I can actually trade all 3 trading sessions. New York, I do not trade Forex, however, I do trade a different instrument. I trade options. So I get Asia and I get London full on, so it's really, really nice. And no, I don't sit in front of my computer that whole time. I do get 2 and 3 hour breaks, and of course, having an iPad or an iPhone, I can be on the go. So I'm a pullback trader. I like to see a currency pair make a move. I'm looking for the pullback, and I use a Fibonacci tool quite a lot to do that. Once I get the pullback, price comes to me, I'll enter the trade with an intelligent, manageable stop. And then I take that and put that together with fundamentals, which will tell me basically what's happening throughout the world and what to expect, and of course the economic calendar, which will tell me when data is coming out and when to protect myself. That is so important. Remember, what's the purpose of Forex trading? And don't tell me making money. We know that. But capital preservation. Live to trade another day, right? Live to trade another day. All right, that's just a little bit about myself. Let's get the risk disclaimer out of the way. Keep the legal people happy. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's hit it. News and commentary. How did the markets close in the U.S. session? The Dow 30 closed negative 0.02, barely in the red. The S&P 500 closed up 0.02, and the Nasdaq closed up 0.50%. The small cap 200 closed up 0.50%. So not a bad day. They had a little bit of green there, and the DAX, heading on over to the Eurozone, closed positive 0.54%. The FTSE 100 closed in the red, barely at 0.03%. The CAC 40 out of Paris was positive 0.51%, with the Eurostoxx 50 was positive 0.61%. Traders, let's head on over to Asia, my side of the world. We'll talk about some of the countries that are currently open. Some are closed, and I will let you know which one is doing what. The Nikkei, however, is currently trading, and it is positive 0.73%. The S&P ASX 200 is negative 0.10%. The China 850, which opens in about an hour, is closed yesterday, positive 0.24%. And the Hang Seng, which is not open yet, also opens in 1 hour, is negative 1.45% on its close. The Kospi, which is currently trading, is negative 0.33%. Traders, let's head on over to the economic calendar. Let's see what's going on. Not a lot, but what we do have is we do have some high-impact news data in the Asia session. We have employment change out of Australia. So that will be a high-impact news event. Then as we move into the London session, we do have retail sales month-on-month for April. Consensus is 0.5. Previous was negative 1.3. So they're looking for an uptick on that. And really, my friends, it is a pretty quiet day. In the New York session, we have the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing, which is a high-impact news event. And traders, that wraps it up for high-impact news that you definitely need to watch out for. Oh, I just saw on the bottom here that FOMC member Dudley speaks. and that will be at 10:30 a.m. on Wall Street. That will be 21:30 hours in Thailand. All right, so that's what's going on with our economic calendar. There's a lot of medium impact news events coming on. I think we have enough news and data to definitely have a good trading day and keep things moving, which is nice. So we should have a good trading day today. Had some nice price action yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't catch a lot of it. A lot of it was news, and we never got pullbacks for me to get into these trades, such as the Aussie news that came out in the Euro. So, and then of course we had the big one, which was the FOMC minutes. Well, it's hawkish. The statement was hawkish, and that means that it was very favorable. The market really liked what it heard, and it looks like the June interest rate hike, is on the table, and they are very serious. And it looks like that possibly is going to happen. We are going to get a rate hike in June. At least that's what I read this morning. So we'll just have to really keep a really close eye on that. So, good busy trading day ahead today, and that's a good thing. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. The euro dollar, you can see that's the FOMC red candle there. Dollar strength. I can't believe this is down to 1.1220. This is heading for probably 1170, 1168 to the downside. However, I'm looking for a pullback all the way up to the 55 EMA. I didn't stop at the daily pivot point. And the reason was there's no price action left of the chart. So I wanted to go to support where there was some price action, and we'll make sure we get a stop there and a reversal. So at 1.1266, and we'll get out at 1218, which is a nice 50 pip trade on the euro dollar. Now, traders, this can fall right off its cliff here and just keep on going downward. Look at all the three exponential moving averages, all pointing to the downside, indicating that price wants to continue its way to the downside. So we might not get a pullback. We just might end up in London, and away she goes to the downside. So just be aware of that. Let's take a look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar is a very weird spot here, and again, this is pretty strange, to be honest with you. So we're at resistance, so we're gonna sell this right now. My bias on this pair is to sell this, not buy this. I really don't want to buy the pound dollar. So we need a pullback to this daily pivot point at 45.53. We'll get out at 46.28. So it's a nice 70 pip trade if it comes back and then bounces off of this daily pivot point. The problem with this daily pivot point is there's nothing left of the chart. However, we do have a 55 EMA right underneath that to help us get that bounce and that trade to the upside. So I just gotta watch this. This is really not on it. This is not on like a big spotlight for me. The Brexit poll I read this morning is now like 70% poll showing that the UK is going to stay in the European Union. So it doesn't look like Brexit's going to happen, and basically they've washed that out. And it is affecting us because they come out with new polls every day and different numbers every day. So I think the vote is on June 16th. So we'll just keep a very good eye on that. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar, which is doing exactly what I want it to do, and that is sell off. So it is selling off. There's the big red candle from FOMC. Now it's sideways. What is it going to do? I have no idea. However, we need a pullback. If it's to the daily pivot point or the 55, I'd love for it to come back up to that 200. We can sell it at 7,300, really like 7,290, and we'll just get out at 0.7226. And again, that's a nice 75, 78 pip trade, and we can do really well on that. Now, again, we have data coming out on the Aussie in about 2 hours, so we have to be careful of that and be cognizant of that. So I wouldn't be putting on any trades now. Now's not the time to step on the railroad tracks and take a look, okay? We don't want to be in front of that freight train, and we have no idea what it's going to come out at, and we don't know how prices are going to respond to that. So we're going to wait for the news to come out. We're going to wait about 40 minutes, and then we'll decide if we're going to enter that trade, okay? All right, this is an ugly, ugly chart, and this is the Euro Aussie. To my surprise, it's an ugly chart. I'm really bearish in this pair. But I have to tell you, it's sideways. It's in a range. It's in a nasty range. It's at support now, and I'm sorry, it's at resistance now. And now we need to have this come down to support, which I did draw on the chart, which is that trend line. So I'd like to see it get down to that trend line at like 1.5422 to take profit. We'll get in now at 1.5543. However, this is an Aussie pair, right? What are we going to do? We're going to wait for news, wait about 40 minutes, and see if we can inch our way into this. It might mean going down a lower time frame. Not quite sure. We'll just have to watch it and keep an eye on it and see how it works. Let's take a look at the euro yen. I'm not, I'm looking for the big pullback up to the R1 at 123.98, and we're going to take profit just about where price is now at support at 123.49. Yes, it's only a 40 pip trade, 38 pip trade. However, look at the support we have here. 200 exponential moving average, 55 exponential moving average, and a daily pivot point. The only thing I would like to see is I'd like to see that 10 EMA above price, not below price. So we will keep an eye on that. But this looks like a really, really nice trade to take if it comes to our area. This pair is pretty volatile. It moves pretty well. Abby and BOJ Kuroda, they're talking every day, and I think they're going to pop the big one anytime now, and they're going to do an intervention, and this thing's going to fly like 150 pips in the opposite direction. So just be careful. Man, if you're in a pound yen pair, any yen pair, please protect yourself. And here's one of my favorites also, is the New Zealand dollar. Look at this reaction to the FOMC. This was a nice sell, by the way. You could have just taken this. You see you have a doji there, like 10 pips above that doji. Put your stop and sell this on that candle, and just wait and see. The worst happens is you lose 12 pips. The best thing that happens is you make, you make 60 pips, right? So just depends on how you want to work it. I'm a little concerned that it's going to bounce off the stereo pivot point and take it to the downside. That's possible. And there's a lot of price action left to the chart once you get up towards that 55 exponential moving average, which is the blue line. But, this pair is okay for pullbacks, and this will pull back. So I'd love to see this pull back up to the R1. The issue, though, is the dollar is very, very strong right now. Okay, the dollar is very strong. It's sticking its nose at 95 on the dollar index. So the dollar is very strong, and we just want to keep an eye on it, right? And this pair really is either a London open or a London lunch trade, like 2 hours before New York opens. So this is like a later in the day trade, the way I see it. Of course, even if it pulls back, it's going to take some time. These candles are pretty wimpy, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Trade is not too bad. I'm about 90 seconds early today. That's very nice. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilda, and our great friends at FXCL, Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for joining me today and every day as you do, and being loyal and hanging out with me and chatting away. Traders, like I said, this is brought to you through FXCL. Please come visit us at our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, like I say every day, please remember to trade smart and not hard. Traders, have a great trading day, and we'll see you in about 24 hours. Take care now. Bye-bye.